Hi everyone, welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today we are making a vanilla pudding chiffon cake. It has a chocolate glaze on top. It is so good, easy to make, you're going to love it. So let's get started with the recipe. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is whip up our egg whites. So into a large bowl, add your egg whites, your vanilla and vinegar. We are going to add our whisk attachment, and we are going to whisk until we have medium to firm peaks. Okay, so this is perfect. You want some nice firm peaks. Now you want to set this aside, and we are going to move on to the next step. In a separate bowl, you want to add some egg yolks, sugar, some more sugar, and some vegetable oil. And now we will whisk for a couple of minutes. Okay, so I've whisked for 2 minutes on medium speed. Now I'm going to add in 1 cup of water. And we are going to whisk carefully. Okay, so you want to switch to a hand whisk, just a regular whisk, because your mixture will be liquidy at this time. So whisk for another 2 minutes or so. Okay, so our mixture here looks great. I'm going to set this aside, and we are going to bring in our dry ingredients. Okay, so now into a separate bowl, we are going to add our dry ingredients. So some flour, some baking powder and some salt, and 1 box of instant vanilla pudding. Okay, give this a good whisk. Now we will bring in our egg yolk mixture. Now we will add in half of our flour mixture, and we will use a sieve to sift it in. And now we will fold our dry ingredients in with a spatula. Okay, so our batter looks great. Now we will add in half of our egg whites that we did initially, okay, and fold them in with a spatula. And then we will add the remaining half. At this time, you also want to preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want to have a 9 by 13 inch baking pan that has been lined with some parchment paper. Just make sure that you don't grease it. Okay, so I have my pan here, 9 by 13, lined with parchment paper, and it is not greased. Now we will place our cake batter, and we are going to bake our cake. It's going to take about 50 minutes to an hour. Around that time, I will let you know what it looks like when it's done and how long it was in the oven for. My cake is almost finished baking, and now we are going to make a chocolate glaze. Very simple, only 3 ingredients, but super delicious. Let me show you how I make it. In a small saucepan over medium heat, you want to add some butter, some semi-sweet chocolate chips, and some corn syrup. You can use the light or the dark, it doesn't matter. And now you want to continuously stir just until everything is melted. It doesn't need to come up to a boil or anything like that. So just keep stirring. Okay, so my cake baked for 45 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I just left it in the pan as it is until it completely cooled. Now we're going to place this on a cutting board, and we are going to cut up some slices, and then we will serve it with some chocolate sauce, which I previously just showed you how to make. And I just wanted to mention, once it comes out of the oven, it will come out puffed up, but it will deflate. Now it shouldn't sink, it should just deflate. So as you can see, it is all flat and it's perfect, and we are ready to slice it. Okay, so I just like to cut off a thin part of the edges. This is just how I like to serve it. It's my preference, but you definitely don't have to do this. And they will not be going to waste, for sure. Okay, so I have cut a slice to show you how wonderful and delicious this is. It smells so good and tastes just like perfection. So I'm going to show you here the chocolate sauce. I have placed in a small little cup here, and we are going to pour it all over our slice of cake. Now remember, you can serve this however you like, and if you prefer not to add the chocolate, that's okay too. Okay, let's try our cake. So good, make it, you're gonna love it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.